think that these refineries can be salvaged, or we are just, living in a fool's paradise, if we can say that?
We are not living in a fool's paradise. It is quite unfortunate that we find ourselves in Nigeria with the kind of Nigerians back ever think good of us. Have they ever given us anything to advance our living? Are they not after the fact that whatever we have we must sell, whatever we have we must privatize? It is not the recommendation of them that led us to this privatization of electricity and all the rest.
Okay.
And where are we? So all these things is not that we are not the problem we have is that of leadership.
Okay.
It's that leadership problem. And unfortunately for us, we are still not getting it.
Okay. All right. Okay. Do you, like I just asked him, do you think that also still believing in the refineries coming back to life, working, at 100%? Do you think it's a possibility, or we're simply building castles in the air? Maybe we just need to move on.
Adenike,
You're an oil guy, so you should,
I am not sure you are prepared to hear, or Nigerians are prepared to listen to the truth. I don't think so, because it is not politically expedient. First, I'm going to tell you, we are wasting our time. We have run the refineries to the ground.
Okay.
The refineries are sitting on a bed of oil. Okay. And what the Niger Delta militants are waiting for is anybody to just come in now and then they bring their axe and cutlasses.
Okay.
Look, something similar to what happens to the Nigerian Airways, you might as well be asking me that we are going to revive the Nigerian Airways. We are going to revive Nitel. Adeola here is making that fundamental point. Okay. And let's stay on it. We have run it to the ground. It was leadership, wahala, and what have you. I was there at the throes of when the refineries were going to be sold. And I can tell you, a Rex Tillerson, who was the chief executive of ExxonMobil at that time, and later became Donald Trump's, Secretary of State, came to Nigeria, met Obasanjo. We were there. And he was told that, look, there is nothing you can do. The refineries are worth $1. Now, quote me. And just yesterday, Oga Obasanjo was at a function. He was all white and all that. And I've approached him, Baba, the way things are going, are you sure whatever it is? I'm for Obasanjo. And let's say it, like it or not.
Okay.
He actually made a move and he sold the refineries. He got $700 million until Yaradua came and then reversed.
Reversed everything.
Haven't reversed. Where are we today now? The truth of the matter is that we are on a sepulture. You know what a sepulture is? Mirage. We can continue to deceive and continue to deceive ourselves. Nothing is going to come out of nothing. If you build a castle or not, it's not going to come out. Okay. The Labour needs to be very frank. The present leaders of Labour know they had predecessors. All of us know that we are doing a game of thrones here. Okay. The game is that we have run it to the ground and Nigeria is in red, is in dire straits, pure and simple.
But let's look at the figures once again. Over 11 trillion now, that we've expended on turnaround maintenance. And it takes me back to this article that I talk about from time to time.
11 trillion naira between a particular period.
Exactly, in a particular period. But it takes me back to this article I keep referring to every now and then. It's a Guardian article in 2015 where they said that, it talked about the Kaduna refinery, that may not be, the Guardian learned that the refinery would not meet expected parameters of operation should it depend on feedstock from NNPC. It was learned that KRPC, that's the Kaduna refinery, runs on obsolete analogy technology and is not fit. Now, this is the part that shocks me. Is not fit to refine Nigeria's light crude as against what obtains at Warri and Port Harcourt refineries, both of which operate advanced refining technologies. Basically, that our crude, the Kaduna refinery cannot even work with our crude in the first place. Also, it takes me back to Labour and a lot of Nigerians who keep saying that, let them fix the refinery, let them get the refineries working. Samuel Adeola, again, let them fix the refinery. Do you think, I just talked about building castles in the air and whatnot. Should we now just fix the refineries off the table now completely?
everyone that said things cannot work about that refinery are the same people that says that Ajaokuta still cannot work.
Okay.
You know why? That's where they eat. That's where their bread or butter comes from. As many of them that are high up there are be saying it, and as many of them that are helping them to carry the narratives, the ignorance is just trickling down, because it's a matter of willpower. Somebody somewhere. You see, why is it that we don't have this problem when military were there? Why was the refinery working? Why suddenly they will come to democracy, so-called democracy, quote and unquote? Then we beginning to see refinery no longer working. We now be okay. The refinery cannot work. What were those workers that are collecting over something billion naira? What were they doing there? Between then and now, they get paid. Why? What are they doing?
Okay. Now let me go back to the headline. Senate justifies purchase of 160 million SUVs. It says Nigerians should examine lifestyles of ministries, and they also said that the roads are bad. Nigerian roads are bad. Do you find this insulting? I
find it incongruous. And one has to be very careful when one's on national radio. Karimi and I, while in the National Assembly, I work in an ExxonMobil, and then of course they were all reviewing. He was at that time a member of the committee that was looking at upstream and downstream. He knows, unfortunately, again, I mind my language here, that he has uttered gibberish. He knows very well that he has decided to pull the wool over the eyes of Nigeria, which is most unfortunate. And look at the reason. The roads are not good. It's the same Karimi.
To be very honest, the roads are bad.
Come on. One is not saying the roads are bad.
I'm not saying it justified, but the roads are bad.
It's now, not. Is it only the roads that are bad?
This is what we're
Even the attitude is bad.
The roads are bad. So what are you doing to fix this road?
Exactly.
What are you doing? Also, how many Nigerians have access to 160 million naira SUVs as a to cushion the effects of bumpy roads?
Look, Adenike,
is that the panacea? Is that the solution?
All about I, me, myself.
The truth about it is as simple
can never think about that.
But again, they just talked about ministers. Do you think we need to question the lifestyle of our lifestyles of our ministers as well?
How can you in 2023 be talking like that? That's gibberish. Who do these people think they are talking to? They cannot talk to the likes of us, and there are so many Nigerians that I know that they are speaking gibberish. You are not talking about the ministers have this, the next thing is that the state governors have this. Do 3 wrongs make a right? We are even talking about, before we got into there, we are talking about the refineries. Kaduna refinery should not have been cited in the first place. We know. So the deceit has been ongoing. In between, last time they were talking about another Kolomari refinery that is going to be a deep hole that is not going to bring anything in here. All what we are doing is, let's just create jobs for the boys. Take your own, I take my own, and then get Nigeria comatose. I think it's most unfortunate. Karimi, I hope, in good time, will recount. Maybe he got carried away, he got forgotten in their, in their corruption levels. This is not good for National Assembly. This is not good for Nigeria, and it's certainly not good for the level of intellect that I know he has. He has it, and he should not say that to Nigerians. Labour is quiet now. Is that not what Labour should be looking at? It is only petrol subsidy and all that. People will be coming. These are substantive things that we should all go out there if we all have leadership. Otherwise, just a game of chop and chop and all that kind of that's going on in this country. Unfortunately,
look at this.
Akin, you can champion the cause.
I am.
Let's stop driving and say somebody should.
I have just
what everybody can do. No, don't let.
I've just
you can champion it. Carry the placard and say National Assembly. We go against you.
It's not everyone.
And other people will follow.
No, it's not.
Let me even correct him. I have been championing this since 2012. I'm mentioning names here. They know me.
The issue is it's not everyone.
Saraki knows me in the National Assembly
and stuff. I said it's not everyone that believes.
They know me. Listen, at the end of the day, do you know what happens? Do you know what happened to my business? We were labeled. If you are not careful, they will want to kill you. But you stand to that right.
Not
and all that.
everybody
All right.
is, but not those that are caught too are not supposed to carry everybody.
I have been carrying the placard all this while, and that's the reason why I can mention names.
All right. When we come back, because we've got about 2 messages to take. When we come back, I'd like us to look at Kogi Bayelsa emo governorship polls. INEC saying that and INEC has raised alarm over violence. I'd like us to talk about it right after this message. Don't go away.
Freshly pressed. We'll be right back.
Download the Fresh FM app on your Android phone, tablet to listen to Fresh FM anywhere in the world. To download, go to Google Play Store and App Store. Search for Fresh FM Nigeria, select the icon, tap, and install for free. Follow the on-screen instructions, complete the installation, and get our content anywhere under the sun in real time. The Fresh FM radio app is all in one. You can listen live, watch us live, see our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram posts, and news updates. The Fresh FM Nigeria mobile app can be downloaded on Android and iOS. As you use the Fresh FM app, review and rate our app. We're available 24/7 for more updates. Thank you for choosing Fresh as the best with Oakrest.
No slacker, no dull yourself. 3020.
Oh yeah, no dull yourself. You don't sabi say 3020 na talk and do. Now why be say for December 31st, one of the people wey dey play 3020 go become landlord oh. Yes, just call 3020 on top your phone or make you die star 3020 hash on top MTN, Airtel and 9 Mobile. Answer the question for any language wey you like. Na 200 correct entries go give you the chance to participate for the raffle draw wey go happen for December 31st, where you go fit win ogbonge prizes like 2-bedroom bungalow, electric bike, deep freezer, washing machine, plus including other better prizes. No be only that one oh, you fit win our weekly prizes with minimum of 10 correct entries. Just dial 3020 or star 3020 hash on top your MTN, Airtel and 9 Mobile. Make you dey listen to every program wey Dr. Yinka Ayefele dey present on top Fresh FM every Sunday to confirm if you don win 3020. 2-bedroom bungalow for December. Not dull yourself.
You stand the chance of winning with 3020.
You're welcome back to Freshly Pressed on Fresh 105.3 from Lagos. Check it time. It's 27 minutes gone past 8 o'clock. Kogi Bayelsa emo governorship polls. INEC chair raises alarm over violence. Let me try and see if I can find it in all the newspapers this morning. I think INEC said something about litigation and whatnot. But I'd like us to look at the violence and insecurity that INEC has been complaining about in the past how many weeks. Kogi, for example, the state government tyranny, electoral bullying and whatnot. His name keeps popping up. Do you worry for people in Kogi right now as regards this election, as regards their votes being counted this period, especially with the governor? Of course, he's done. Well, anyway, he's almost done. Do you worry for them in any shape or form, Aki?
I worry.
Okay.
Very disappointing. I worry because I do not think one of the youngest governors, forget about competence.
I think he's the youngest.
One of the youngest governors is come up to this level. I will never for the life of me forget what he did to Akpoti. And I will not forget what he's doing to Adenike.
He allegedly bullied Natasha Akpoti for a very long time.
I am concerned, again, a truth that may be very difficult to bear. Unfortunately, I must say that more blood is going to flow, not just in Kogi, not just in Imo, not just in Bayelsa.
No. That's not good on radio, because I mean that is.
I am sending a warning signal. You see, you cannot continue to do the same thing and expect different results. You cannot, and so people need to be very, very, very careful. We'll come back to these studios and come and verify what I'm saying. Okay. So back to Kogi, I think it's very, very disappointing. I think my brother, friend, let me call it that way, is not done well at all. And he can promote his candidates, but he needs to listen. And the powers that be needs to put him in order. Okay. It's unfortunate.
You said the powers that be, they need to call him, I mean, They never
The
did
APC.
that. Oh, I know, but they never did that for his 8 years. So why do you think they would do that now?
Well,
Also, they have an election to win. Do
There
you think
is-
they're going to do that?
there
Because
is-
it looks like his method has worked so far over the past 8 years.
There is a
It's
Paul,
unlikely to
there
change.
is a Paul on his way to Damascus. He saw the light, and light can still come, at least for the sake of the blood that I hope will not flow beyond what I am seeing.
Okay.
Thank you.
Samuel, do you expect a miracle to happen?
Miracle. As in politics.
As regards elections. You know, once in a
Next
while, I mean,
topic.
not even once in a while, I mean, we can't move on just like that. I do remember the lady who was burnt to death in our house. Remember the elections in, I think it was 2019. You remember? The PDP woman.
Yeah.
Nothing.
That's
happened.
how
Nothing.
volatile
That
Bello
state
has
is.
turned politics to in Kogi State.
All right, then I'd like to hear from you listening right now, 0916 201 1053. You can also call us on 0905 668 1053. We're Fresh from Lagos. Good morning. Hello, Fresh from Lagos. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning, Adenike.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm okay, and you?
I'm fine. Thanks so much for
Good
calling.
morning, Akinfatoke and Samuel Adiola.
Aki Fatunke,
Thank you.
Oh, we
Fatunke,
thank God for
Ambrose.
that.
Good morning,
Thank
brother.
God for that.
Good morning.
Adenike, you are not streaming live since on Monday. Check.
I'm not what?
You are not streaming live. Fresh FM is not streaming live.
We're on YouTube actually.
I'm talking of Facebook.
Oh, okay. No, well, we moved to YouTube. We had some issues with the account on Facebook, so we are on YouTube for now. Apologies for that. Which is why I've been emphasizing on YouTube.
I want to see your lovely face and that of Kelly and my
Thank you.
Anadi.
Thank you. Don't worry, we'll sort it out before the end of the week.
Yes, Akifatoke, I'm happy to hear your struggle. I always like people who come to tell us of their struggles. So sometimes when you are talking, we know that you are on the side of progress. This issue of refineries, for me, I think that it's not just the federal government that we should blame. The state government, what are they doing concerning refineries? And they also part of the system. They just sit down, get allocation every month, go and buy dollars, and then they sit down again, wait for another allocation. They are not building refineries, no agricultural manufacturing companies like tomatoes, fruits, and all of that. They don't do anything. They travel abroad. Then, this issue of National Assembly.
Okay.
The senator that spoke on behalf of the Senate on the issue of cars. Yeah, I, of course, I'm not supporting them. Please, nobody should get me wrong. But he made a fundamental statement. He said they have one SUVs. He said, but the ministers have three of those SUVs. Three. Nobody's talking of that. We are just condemning National Assembly. Three. One minister of the same SUVs that they have. So is there not also wastage everywhere? There is impunity in the National Assembly. There is impunity with the ministers. There is impunity everywhere. So as we are talking to the National Assembly, we should talk to the ministers also.
Okay.
They spend more than the National Assembly.
Okay.
So these are some of the things that we are talking about. I think a big part when your people are hungry.
Okay.
Good morning.
Thank you so much, Ambrose. Ambrose said that the Senate complaining that, okay, why are you guys complaining about, one SUV? We just have one SUV. Your ministers, and we all know that ministers are government appointees. A minister has, hold on. Please. A minister has three vehicles. Do you think that's financially reasonable in any shape or form?
It is quite.
Or you think
shameful.
we can eat and chew gum at the same
It is
time?
quite shameful and insidious for us Nigerians to always help these hegemonies to play the card of my Mercedes-Benz is better than yours.
Divide and rule.
I'm telling you, it's quite disheartening. What's my business? All of them are birds of the same feather. They are same of the same. What we should do is that we condemn A, we should condemn B, At the same time, not that we say, what are we doing with the National Assembly when the ministers are doing it?
Yeah,
when you ask the minister,
why I said it,
when you ask the minister too, they will tell you that
the
they are not like National Assembly because their jobs sit down in a place after. They will tell you they have places, they have PA, they have senior advisor, senior state advisor, assistant to assistant, and assistant advisor. All this nonsense can only happen in Nigeria.
Hi, good morning. Hi, good morning. Fresh from Lagos. Hello, good morning. Hi, what's your name? Hello.
Thank you so much, Taiwo.
Taiwo, good morning. Thank you so much for calling. Thank you from Mojo. Thank you. Please shoot.
I still remain very loyal in the hand of God.
To God be that glory. How is your Kennedy?
I want to sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for the analysis this morning. I don't want to concern myself with that of Kogi and Imo's election.
Okay.
Election will come and go, but the people elected will remain, and we will see how they go about it.
Okay.
But it's so shameful to our lawmakers for them to even utter it out to say the reason why they bought that car, the SUV, was because the road was not okay. Data and you need.
Exactly.
Why is it that every time
lack of a sense of shame?
Look at our lawmakers, for God's sake. God bless Andrew for what he said. Look at our lawmakers, our own lawmakers. Oda. People are dying of hunger. People do not have jobs. The ones that have jobs, government are retrenching them. The salaries are not being paid as at when due. They have money to buy SUV, and they open their mouths to tell us that it was because we are supposed to fix the road. Is Adiola? Is coming.
Maybe I should ask them with their constituency project money that they collected on our behalf.
To fix the road, do they fix it? And when they do fix it, what do they do? What does any Akpakpi, Ake Alude? Not be judge all of them.
Thank you.
For everybody in this
I sure will. Thank
Please
you.
take care of yourself.
You too, Taiwo. Thank you very much for calling. Hi, good morning. Fresh from Lagos.
Good morning, my guys.
Good morning. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm agreeing to analyze over there.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Yeah. Larry, calling from Milano.
Larry, thanks so much. Please shoot.
Yeah. I think we have approximately 60% blame to the leadership and 40% blame to the followers. Followers including parents. Moral decadence started from home. Yeah. In a situation where somebody, a person that is a jobless person that is looking for a job, he has to pay 500,000 to get level 2 employment by the civil servant. It's not the state government that has to them to collect 500,000 naira.
Okay.
It's these people that are in charge of employment. So refinery not working, blame the civil servants who are there and the leadership who cannot take a decisive action on those that are culpable, dragging the progress of this country. So we need a political will to achieve all this, and that political will has not been put in force.
Okay.
And National Assembly, the statement credited to the
Karimi.
minority, that is spokesman of the Senate. The statement is sickening and not certain.
Okay.
So it is demand must retract it.
Okay.
It's just our mentality, putting our mentality of the people, of the masses into question again.
All right.
So lastly, on Bayelsa, and that is why I used to say it, we used to put 100% blame on INEC. None of us we are able to be INEC chairman. I doubt if we can do better than what the INEC chairman is doing. INEC is not omnipotent, they are not omnipresent, and they are not omniscient. Okay. So they cannot be everywhere. We need to 90% blame needs to go to this politician.
Okay.
They are the problem of this country.
How about security agencies?
Security.
I said, how about security agencies?
Do we blame INEC for security?
No. I'm saying no. I'm saying that how about like we don't even we hardly remember security agencies every time we blame INEC. But security agencies should actually maintain law and order. They really should give us, peaceful elections. They should be able to do that. But we don't get that. So I was basically just adding to what you said.
All right. Yes, you are correct. Whenever INEC try to put in place a good election, we see thugs. Who are those mobilizing to the thugs?
Okay.
Who are those cutting away ballot paper in the full glare of the policemen and security? So this INEC, even if they bring a saint, I don't know. He will be struggling to put in place a perfect election.
Right.
Except this politicians have a rethink. Thank you very much. God will bless you, my
Thank you.
dear.
I appreciate you, Larry. Thank you very much for calling. Hi, good morning. Fresh FM Lagos.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Adenike, God bless you, ma.
My name is Adenike Lanlehin. How you doing?
Adenike, good morning.
Good morning. Good.
God bless you. Welcome our honorable Sam. God bless you, sir. Welcome the Bishop calling.
I remain loyal.
When you were asking the question, what about the security agency? Do we have security in Nigeria? When the police officer collecting 40,000 naira per month, I see someone who will give you 150 just a day, or 100,000 naira just a day. Why you can't say I'm manipulating? So the manipulatives are allowed from the national down to the local. So that's why we keep on hearing this manipulation on INEC. They say INEC cannot be everywhere. Now, the reason why we discriminate security in all over our polling units for them to secure the voting by and this. And even though where there is security personnel, you will see they also they're involved in it. So as far we continue paying them the little money, our politicians continue using them for the purpose of the aim of their own pocket. So for why we add this money, categorically no security in Nigeria, no government already take care of them. So that's why they have opportunity to do anything they want, just to get their means and get away with it. The law hit this country for us. God bless you,
Amen. Thank you very much. Thank you, Bishop. 0916201153, 090566811053. While Larry was talking, that was when it just clicked that we hardly talk about security agencies during elections. At the end of the day, we keep blaming INEC. Oh, there was violence here, there was this here, this happened and stuff. Ballot boxes were snatched and whatnot. And we've seen videos, we've seen pictures where ballot boxes were, snatched, destroyed and all that. And you would see policemen standing by just watching.
Well,
so are they really there to ensure safety of lives and, ballot boxes, or they're just there, maybe for decoration?
Those who pay the piper dictates the tune.
Who pays these pipers?
The politicians. I disagree vehemently for anybody to come on radio. This is me to say we don't have security in Nigeria. We have security in Nigeria. They are overwhelmed. They have been compromised, like lecturers, like medical. The whole system is convoluted. Now, this security are working and stretched themselves thin. They can't be anywhere. They can't police. The only thing that needs to be done, like Taiwo said, is for us, me, Adeola, to have a sense of shame. Because if you don't have that sense of shame, that there are certain things that should not happen, and you're expecting security to come and help you, security is everybody's business.
All right. Hi, good morning. Fresh from Lagos. Hello, Fresh from Lagos.
Hello, Bryce.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I am Babari.
Thank you, Babari. Where are you calling me from?
Good morning.
Thank you for calling. Thank you. Please shoot, sir.
Yeah, thank you. You see, there is security in the country. I am very sure of that one, because there are times when they will stand up and do their job, commend their effort. Recently, you saw the robbery attack that happened at
in Benue.
Was it not in Kogi?
In Benue. Yes.
In Benue, thank you. Benue.
Right.
And you saw how the police, rose to the occasion.
And some of their men were killed, sadly.
But in terms of election, Nick, let me tell you this. In terms of election, police, like your resource person said, who plays the paper, it takes the tune. That is it. The security forces, agencies, they are compromised. they will support the incumbent administration. So whatever that is being played by the incumbent, they will turn the other eye. I am telling you this as regards a personal experience, because it will be lengthy. I will have told you one example. One of our great officers, you know his name now, Kokumo, is in Lagota. We both served in the Adenike here.
Okay.
An incident that happened like this, and the officer turned another eye. That I was his junior then. I was calling him. I said, look at that type of. So in terms of election, police are compromised.
Thank you.
I am telling you this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Babari. Thank you very much. I just want to say something, because you started that conversation with he who pays the piper dictates the tune. Samuel, how convenient is it that, especially when Babari said, a lot of incumbent governors basically control the police during election time, but how convenient it is, or is it, that governors tend to control the police during elections, but other times they tell you they are really not in charge? They call them the chief security officers of the state, but we know that they really, when it comes to certain issues, they really earn it. But how come how come they are the CSOs during the election?
Depends on who is in the
presidency,
power at the
national level. Okay.
If their party is in power, then the commissioner of police, we have no other choice, because it's order according to the Police Act and Regulation 2020. The police, from the corporal to the hub there, are responsible to the IG, and like that. I know it's a systemic thing. You understand? So. Yeah. And the only person that the IG answer to is the president. So depends on, we've seen.
We've seen cases where commissioners of police rubbish the state governors.
Yes.
I don't take orders from you.
I will use the opportunity to commiserate with that policewoman that was killed mercilessly lately. And let me also say, comes back to the brass tacks. We are operating a constitution that is not working. Okay. Police centralized and still with force will not work for Nigeria. Pure and simple. Let's go back to the drawing board. Let's restructure. Let's look for fit for purpose so that we can get the police that will serve us. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, good morning.
Pick my call. Oh.
I just picked it. Who am I speaking with?
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing? What's your name?
I'm very fine.
This has to be my senior colleague.
My name is Wally.
Mayoga, good morning.
Please, I'm your senior colleague.
Yeah, that was why I said Mayoga. Good morning.
I greet the guests in the house.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. It is very good analysis from your guest this morning. I listened to Mr. King. And I am sincerely, grateful with all his analysis this morning. I'm impressed, and I hope he continues, because sometimes too, you need to get, except the one of the blood flowing. We don't pray for that anyway.
Yes, we don't.
That will not happen. Yes, he was trying to, in 2007, Adenike. I remember that 51% of federal government states in 2 of the Nigerian 4 alien refineries. I remember very well there, during the time of Obasanjo, that, I think it was Blue Star something consortium. I know it's owned by Dangote and Zeno Oil, as Mr. King actually said, the Transcorp. And that the government then sold the refinery for about $761 million.
Dollars that was received and then returned. You can imagine.
It was reported that from 2010 to date, 11 trillion has been spent
on these
with no result. You can see that that's barbaric. It's criminal and unjustifiable.
And shameless.
You can just imagine. It can only happen in this country.
Okay.
Now, on the Senate comment on over the 160 million is very insulting. Very, very insulting. The Labour people will say that they want to use it for their oversight function. This man is coming up to say because of bad road. Okay. Is it not the same bad road that we all are passing through? I mean, he's just said a lot that these are corrupt killers we have all around ourselves.
All right.
On the issue of Kodi, Nike, and Bayelsa, well, both
and
INEC
Imo.
and the politicians have disappointed the people. Let's just wait to hear from them who have tricked one another.
Okay.
Then also wait for who has beat the other at the tribunal. If they have, all bunch of jokes.
All
Lastly, Adenike,
you need to wrap
before
up.
I leave,
Okay.
ask me the solution for all the problem of this country that we continue to talk about every day.
What's the solution?
I will tell you I don't have, because there is no solution anyway. Good morning.
Good morning, Wale. Thank you so much for calling. 091620111053 090566811053. I really want us to touch on this one quickly before we leave. On the front page of the Nigerian Tribune, Southwest Governors visit Akeredolu in Ibadan. The riders here, Ondo Deputy Governor tackles Assembly over letter to CJ. Tells the CJ to disregard letter to investigate him. That's on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune. The Nation phrased it differently. The Nation says Akeredolu receives a Sanwo-Olu, Makinde, Abiodun Oyebanji, Aiyedatiwa writes a chief judge. Looking at Aiyedatiwa, I thought the APC chairperson Abdullahi Umar Ganduje was in Ondo State about 2 weeks ago. And he has waded in the national, they're actually wading in. But it looks like there's still some commotion going on. Also, the APC governors, paying solidarity, because it was phrased that way in some quarters that, solidarity visa to him. You'd like to say one or two things?
I like to say, at the end of the day, sense of shame is nowhere. First of all, I am a Yoruba born properly and bred, so I support the Omoluabi action groups to see somebody who is ailing, and that does not take away the fact that governance is going down the drain. We cannot continue to be sentimental. I noticed the Adenike was not part of that. Again, it tells you
maybe it's because he's PDP.
Politics upon politics.
Makinde is also PDP.
Oh, is it?
Makinde was there now.
Perhaps.
I mean, it will happen in the States.
Well, perhaps.
But let's not forget that he technically worked for the APC.
Perhaps somebody's dancing and his way, that's just to be a joke. But at the end of the day, it does not take away.
Who was dancing?
I said perhaps somebody was dancing and was not part of that entourage.
Okay.
It gets down to the bottom.
Oh, okay. That was cheeky, though.
We are not practicing democracy. I have said it times without number that we are being pretentious. Akeredolu, Arakunrin, I pray he survives this. He should simply, in my honest opinion, take the rightest of the right routes. And then the national, the state assembly writing Adetiwa. Look, everybody knows where butter is.
Samuel,
is being
quickly.
breaded.
Why is he not recuperating in Ondo State? Why Ibadan? I know you don't speak for him, but why is he not recuperating in the state?
I will answer first by putting it to Akin that when you talk about the constitutions that is not working, or it is not what we needed, or it is not fully having what we envisage, I want to put it to you that constitutions of any country works no matter how cumbersome or how perfect it looks like by those who practice it.
Attitude. Yes.
It is in the constitution that when you are incapacitated, you have to relinquish the power
to
the next person.
In other not Nigerian constitution.
Are you getting my point? It's in the Nigerian constitution.
It will not be practiced.
And that's what I'm saying.
Is that
you say constitution is not good, but the one that is provided, I've said it many times. Nobody should tell me about any imperfection about our constitution.
Democracy
the one there, they have not obeyed
because democracy is not working.
You understand? So at the end of the day, Akeredolu become the jokes. I pray that after he recuperate and he want to mix back to the society, then they will remind him. Because he will lose that voice if he desecrates the constitution he has always fight for.
Okay.
Its implementation. Like I said before, I know him and, from afar we've worked together, and I can tell you that he's a cerebral man while he was not in politics.
All right,
but now
take
he has been in politics. I saw him yesterday. He sat down there. You can see the way his hand is moving. He's just, even the person that he was talking to has to get close. I still have the video. For whatever it was, what is in power? And then the question is, whose battle this House of Assembly are fighting, that they are now after the deputy governor.
All right, let's take this last call quickly. You're my last caller. Good morning. All right, then we lost that 0916-201-1053, 090566811053. You're my last caller. Good morning.
Yeah, my dear Adenike.
You have 30 seconds. Good.
I will do that. For whatever we are doing on this earth, posterity will judge us. Now, I don't see why they are still. How many months is left for Akeredolu and his deputy?
2025.
So why can't they leave the deputy so that they can continue, so that this will reign? All these are not necessary.
Okay.
They should let this reign. Get out of the court. Assembly should withdraw whatever the investigation against him. And let it reign. Posterity will always judge us for every of our action and inaction. Thank you very much, my dear sister.
Thank you so much, Larry Olakomi. Thank you very much. Parting shot, quickly. Okay, 10 seconds.
I come back and say that we have a constitution that's not working. Yes, I agree that attitudes, but there are so many pitfalls in there that has created strong men rather than strong institutions. There are other constitutions that have been developed by the people, for the people, and acted by the people. We have a constitution that is lied against itself. People always look for loopholes.
Okay.
It is possible for us to turn the right page and be shameless in all the things we do.
Okay, before I listen to your parting shot, Samuel Adela, I've heard some critics opine that what is happening in those states, it's probably because they want to, certain people, the cabal working there, maybe they want to impeach the deputy governor so they can have their person, like a stooge, on board, be the deputy governor, who would now allow the governor and go on leave till he's done with his tenure. We don't know this. Like I said, some critics have opined that that's likely to happen, but it's quite unfortunate what is happening in Ondo State right now. Can I have your parting shot?
It is well.
All right.
Amen.
Samuel, thank you so much for being on the program this morning. Yes. Thank you very much for coming on the program. Thank you. Amen. To you listening right now, I genuinely appreciate you so much for being a huge part of our family. And thanks for listening to Freshly Pressed. Thanks for being with us since 8 o'clock. Freshly Pressed returns tomorrow morning, God willing, 8 o'clock till 9 o'clock. Kemi will be with you tomorrow, and I'll talk to you on Friday. Make sure you enjoy the rest of your day. Stay out of trouble, and God bless you. My name is Adenike Lanlehin. I leave you with this beautiful one coming from Burner Boy. I love it so much. It is titled Collateral Damage. Good morning.